still can't figure out how to make a last-second shot? That goat?
The man 30 feet out, he got a double punch, double pump.
So Detroit and now Oklahoma City, and he can't make the last shot?
Well,
I know a guy that couldn't make the last shot either.
Huh.
You remember him? The so-called best player?
Oh, we're talking about that? Maybe? LeBron did need overtime, but he got it done. We're going to get to that. Don't you worry. But a different GOAT, guys, has issued an apology, and I think that's where we begin the show today. Tom Brady reportedly sent a text message to Chief Safety Tyrann Mathieu after the Super Bowl, apologizing for losing his composure when they were talking trash. Brady told Honey Badger that he was trying to match his intensity and he respected him as a competitor and was a class act. So, Shannon, are you buying Tom's apology here?
This apology was as scripted as everything else in Tom Brady's life. The reason why I know it was scripted because I'm trying to figure out what you said. No one knows what you said. Only you and Honey Badger knows what you were saying. But somehow the apology got out and was read verbatim. What was said, what the apology was saying. I'm a firm believer, Skip, if you say something publicly that you should apologize for, that's the form it should be, the apology should come in. If it's something in private that you've done, you should apologize to that person in private, and only you and the person. Now, if that person, if Honey Badger wants to say, Tom, apologize, it probably explains, Skip, why the tweet was deleted. Remember, he said something, Skip, and the tweet came down? This probably explained why. All I'm saying is this, Skip, is that I believe the apology was scripted just like everything else because, for me, he could have got a pass on this because you could say the emotion of the game, the intensity of the game, Skip, it's the Super Bowl. You know, emotions are high in this situation. So what was said, as long as it's not out of bounds, we know there are certain words that you can't say, no matter the circumstances. So I'm not going to even, I would not even put that out there, that Tom would say something like that. But the mere fact that Tom apologized, I don't have a problem with him apologizing. I have a problem with it becoming public, Skip. That's what my problem is. And the reporter, it was read aloud. Now, because I know...
By whom?
The reporter...
I know, but who read the text aloud?
Well, considering there's a chance that I know it didn't come from the other side.
You sure? Because I don't know.
1,000%. And I put my reputation on it. Skip Bayless, let me tell you something. You know how I operate. You know I have a lot of stuff, and I don't even say anything about it. But you know when Shannon Sharpe attaches his name to something, you take it to the bank.
Okay.
It's good.
All right.
It didn't come.
Okay.
It came from his side.
Okay. From Tom Brady's side?
Yes.
So nobody in Honey Badger camp would have said, we want the world to know that he did apologize to us, because he deleted the tweet because he felt like he was going into deep water. He's challenging the GOAT publicly, and then he deleted the tweet because he wasn't sure, they're going to throw me under the bus for even going back at him.
They had already thrown him under the bus. That's why he tweeted what he tweeted.
Okay.
He
said it in the tweet.
Exactly.
Throw me under the bus. So why would you delete it?
Because
why wouldn't you just stand by it?
The apology came. He apologized.
Okay, but the apology came, I think, yesterday. But the tweet got deleted right after the game.
I'm saying this. I do not believe, and I feel very comfortable in saying, Honey Badger's side didn't release this.
Okay. I just don't know. I have no idea.
Okay.
But
well, I feel comfortable in saying what I said.
All right. Now, I'm going to feel very comfortable in saying what I've said about Tom Brady for about 15 years on national TV. No one can quite figure out from a distance why he is so successful as he is at the highest level. And I keep saying, if you watch him closely enough, you see that he has a split personality when he plays football. You see he has an alter ego that I have dubbed Psycho Tom. And it comes out on the biggest stages, in the biggest games, with the biggest stakes, because he is high-strung emotionally. He is over-emotional to the point that he is Jordan-esque. He is cold-blooded killer, football killer, camouflaged as this corny, nerdy dad next door off the field. And that guy's real also. But when the stakes are highest, he will exchange fire with anybody when it comes to trash talk. When the stakes are highest, he will occasionally just lose his head. It doesn't affect his play. Actually, he channels it. He fuels his play with the psycho Tom, who sees the slightest of slights as some kind of challenge to his manhood. And that game was all about him putting the quote-unquote baby goat back in his place and getting revenge on Bill Belichick. And to me, Honey Badger, for whom I think Tom Brady has nothing but respect, got caught in the crossfire of Psycho Tom and Mahomes and Psycho Tom and the aura of Bill Belichick hanging over this game.
So all that was going in his head at the time that he did that.
Yeah, he just loses. There is no head. He loses it, man. And I've seen him. He'll go off on anybody, any pass rusher. If you want to exchange fire with him, he will fire back at you, and it will not be a pretty sight. And this is why I call him the ultimate wolf in sheep's clothing, because he is a crazed competitor, just the way Jordan was when he competed. They're very similar in the way they channel their anger into their performance. But once the game ends, he suddenly sits back, and it's like he falls back into his other ego, his split personality, which is nice guy Tom off the field. And nice guy Tom, by all accounts, I've told you this 1,000 times on the show, nice guy Tom is legit 1,000% nice guy. And I believe that he sits back and says, God, what did I do? I love Honey Badger. He'd spoken nothing but glowing praise of Honey Badger, and he said, I guess this is part of this text, that he felt like he had a match emotion with Honey Badger, who plays with extreme intensity, and it's very contagious for his team. And Brady's like, I got to match that. I got to bring my team up to a boil just like that.
Yeah, Tom Brady's the guy that goes to bed, and he writes down everything that he's going to say the next day. Any situation that'll possibly arise, everything is scripted.
Do you think he scripted what he said to Honey Badger?
Oh, no,
during the game. I'm just telling you, he loses his head. I get it. I got brand protection. I got the whole thing.
Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
I got it. It's not like Jordan-esque brand protection, because those are big brands.
But, Skip, he has a brand that's... Think about it now, Skip. You're talking about a white married father of three.
Yep.
That plays the quarterback position.
Okay.
That brand is as polished and as pristine as it could possibly be.
Okay.
But my thing is that you feel very comfortable saying Tom Brady and his camp didn't put this out.
No, I don't know. I didn't say that. I said I don't have any idea.
I feel more than comfortable saying that the other side, the other camp did not put it out. I feel more than comfortable.
Okay. Well, you could be right, because I would think Tom Brady would want this out there, that he was ashamed, that he was embarrassed by his language that he used to Honey Badger. Because I believe of all the Chiefs on the other side, that's the one guy he respects the most on that defense.
But my thing is, here's the thing. Had he lost the game, would he have apologized? Because this is what we know in Super Bowls. When he loses, he doesn't shake the quarterback's hand.
Okay.
So Skip.
I have no idea. Hypothetical. I have no idea.
No, we've seen him lose 3 games and not shake the opposing quarterback's hand. That's not hypothetical. That's factual.
But that's not apologizing for something you said.
Skip, I just asked a question.
Okay.
Had he lost, would he have apologized?
I've told you he's the sorest loser there ever was, because show me a good loser and I'll show you a loser.
Hold on. So he lost.
He's only won 7 out of 10.
But he has lost.
Yeah.
He has lost, and he lost 2 in between when he run the last 4. So don't say because he's the show me a loser. Show me a good loser.
I'll show you a loser.
Skip, he's lost.
Yeah, I saw him throw for a playoff record, not a Super Bowl, a playoff record, 505 yards against the Eagles, and his coach is giving up 41 to the backup.
See, it's always
41, and you give his coach a pass. It's outrageous. It's the worst thing that's ever been done on this show. You're giving Belichick passes for those games.
I don't give him
pass for the first Eli Super Bowl.
Skip, are you going to give, how much credit are you giving the Bucs defense for Sunday?
A lot of credit.
Okay.
Everybody who wins the Super Bowl. How much credit did your 2000 Ravens defense get?
They deserve the lion's share of the credit.
Thank you.
But all I'm saying, Skip, I don't have any problem with that. My problem is, I believe this was scripted. I'm not saying it wasn't the apology wasn't sincere, but I'm saying the mere fact that it got out. Why did the apology need to get out?
Well, the truth is, the more I think about it, he should have just made it public. And again, he also said in the text...
He made it public. His side leaked it.
No, I mean, you should have just put it out there. I don't know the exact script of the text, right?
Yeah.
I'd like to see it. You could have tweeted it, but obviously you wanted to first send it straight to Honey Badger, and he also made it clear, this says in the tweet, I would like to apologize to your face if we can ever rendezvous in the offseason.
You could have, right after the game, you could have went right to him and apologized. If you sincere about it, if you real with it, the Honey Badger was right across the locker room.
But this is one where you got to sleep on it. And then
what you got to sleep for?
Hits you. What did I do? What did I say?
See, what you got to do is it got to be scripted. You see the thing is, Skip, when you apologize, if you do something to somebody, I didn't got to sleep on it. What I said was wrong. But, man, I come to you just like I said, if it's publicly, if you've done something publicly, I believe the apology should happen in the form that it actually happened in. What was said was private, so let's keep it private. Now, if Honey Badger want to tell what was said or say, Brady, issue me an apology, I accept his apology, we gonna